Hi. So most health products chart the past or offer confidential AI advice. And LiveForever, this product here, is giving serious biohackers and self-trackers evidence they can inspect and determine a safer next experiment to determine what's changing the HRV recovery. And it turns wearable history, so Aura Ring, Apple Watch, Whoop, etc., in habits, lab work, genomic data, DNA from 23andMe, etc., and into one testable wellness question. And so right now we can see the evidence chain, and we can see we're testing basically do we stop if we stop caffeine at 2 p.m. do we improve next day recovery? That's the one question we're testing here, and across fictional user, and we can see we have HRV data and sleep data for this user, and we're seeing if we have better next day recovery across 73 paired nights based on this data. HRV, we can see there's a little bit of shift in 3.94 milliseconds higher with a reproducible confidence interval shown on the screen. The evidence chain keeps genomic context, habit, measured signal, and next test separate. And every point, therefore, is deterministic synthetic data. And now we can see the evidence audit if we check here, inspect calculation provenance. So this way, we can see the audit checks coverage, sample size, condition bound confounders. The calculation dialog shows exactly which code is producing which results. So we know the LLM is not making things up. Genetics is hypothesis context, but it's not diagnosis or medical advice, of course. And now ultimately we have a recommendation that we end with, a 14-day plan. So this is what the user should do over the next 14 days based with their caffeine and coffee cutoff time. So we have a schedule and decision rule. And instead of ending with just a recommendation, LiveForever creates a balanced 14-day replication plan with controls, confounder tracking, stop conditions, and a decision rule that's defined in advance. So now we can see that this is based on a private repo I created in my own, based on my own variables and a decade of training logs and coaching logs, and my own blood work over a decade, and my wearables data and my DNA personally to do a very similar audit on more factors. But this is a public version that was done with GPT with Codex solely, and we can see this is what the model is doing, and we can see also in the Python file exactly what we are doing. I use Codex to create this new public evidence engine, the agent skill synthetic data set, the test suite, the experiment planner, an interface separately from my earlier private prototype. GPT 5.6 powers the skill. It frames the questions, verifies sources, explains fixed calculations, finds blind spots, and adapts experiments without changing numbers or making medical claims. And basically, LiveForever is meant to turn health history into evidence you can inspect and a question you can actually test. So there we go. There's a provenance for Build Week. Yeah, thank you very much.